Hey out there, this is Wake Angel 2001, and we're coming at you with another custom commission. This is for good old ACReinhardt, one of my repeat customers. He wanted Ray the Squirrel. He wanted him in the post-Super Genesis Wave outfit at that. So this is another post-Super Genesis Wave Sonic design. How about that, huh? Alright, so just like the last time I made Ray, the base figure would be mostly Tails, but with Sonic's head. Now, at first I was going to use the Freerider's Tails, but when I dismantled it, I found that that thing had a neck peg that was gigantic. It was like 5 times bigger than the neck peg that Sonic has. So I had to swap out the torso with that of an ordinary Tails figure, because the neck peg there is the same size as Sonic's neck peg, and therefore the heads could swap. Of course, the arms and legs are still, Freerider's Tails. They have bicep swivels and really cool shoes. So the head is of course Sonic's. I cut off and shaved down all the spines, but also what you don't really see is that I cut the ears off and then reattached them farther back onto the head. This is of course so I could put on Ray's goggles, because Ray the Flying Squirrel has goggles, and his big old, tuft of hair on top of his head. I don't know what you call that upturned bang, a DA? I don't know. So the body didn't require that many mods. It's just the scarf that he's wearing, no little jacket this time. Although the tail had to be significantly resculpted. First, I cut off the tail's tuft, and of course the second tail, and then resculpted it to look more like a curvy squirrel tail. Painted yellow, you got yourself a yellow squirrel tail. Now, the big thing I did with this Ray is that it's the first one to have the skin flaps attached to the arms. It's just a little hemisphere of craft foam that I attached to the forearm. Kind of like how I gave Rudo her big old fish fins on her forearms, except, much smaller. And then the legs are just repainted. So let's rebuild the figure and take a look at the completed Ray the Flying Squirrel. So here we go. Our very first pretty much post-Super Genesis Wave Ray figure. Now, funny thing, the tail doesn't reach the ground. I don't know, maybe when you attach the Freerider's tail to the regular Tails torso, like the butthole is just a tiny bit higher or something, but the tail doesn't quite reach the ground. Fortunately, since it's a lot lighter, since there's only one tail, he can still stand just fine on his feet. And those little skin flaps actually look pretty okay when his arms are in this position. Although, like, if you pull them too far out, then you see that they're not actually attached to his sides, and that kind of blows the immersion. But you got to make compromises for the sake of articulation, Unless you're going to use really stretchy rubber, but that kind of stuff has a tendency to decay over time, even in mass-produced toys. Anyway, this has been Ray the Flying Squirrel. I hope you liked him, and we'll see you next time.